This is what I mean when it comes to like stuff like this, is that it's not so simple and be like, oh, it might be this. It's like, is it this thing? It's a combination with the audio plugin and maybe video plugin. Is it, am I using the correct adapt? Am I using the correct render? Am I using Open, Direct 11, Direct 9? Is it hardware or software version? Like, you either have to just test everyone. I use Direct 11 software at least, but because I guess I'll just boot up to me and see if that how it is for me. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Alright, what's that?
Yeah.
You got blown up again, Katina? Oh wait, I don't care about you, so.
Yeah. He didn't lose it.
What do you guys think? Should I try? I'm gonna look up the video plugin settings. You said you had what now? DirectX?
I'm using Direct 3D 11 software. That's what
I
I'm
was using hardware. Maybe,
that could be.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I know. I'm just.
Ew. Now it sounds even more laggy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just. Yeah, it does. Try the other ones. Just.
Play. Can anybody play that? That's what it feels like.
That's the tech. This is the glory of emulation.
Yowza, you know?
Yeah.
So it ain't the video then. Wait, normal mode? LPS, I just want to play with some old game, but that is complicated. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
I tried to play True
separate
Crime
games,
before,
yeah.
and True Crime I had to completely change everything.
That's what I mean. Like, depending on what game, you might have to change the entire like whatever you use for rendering.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn at 60 frames and everything's fine. And I didn't change it. I just changed it and then changed it back.
Huh.
Okay. That's weird. I literally pulled the equivalent of turning it off and on. And it's working. I pulled the software equivalent of, have you tried turning it off and on? Okay. Whatever. Technology, right?
Yeah.
No, that's what those like internet people will be telling you to do when you call them. Have you tried turning it off and turn it back on? And then that's I would like tell them, yeah, I did that before I called you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking to you right now.
Well, I like her song.
Five letters.
Oh, is it me?
Right here.
The R gun, not to be confused with the R charger.
So, new Pokemon game coming out today.
Oh yes, Pokemon Arceus.
Yeah. Which apparently, to one person, it's the worst Pokemon ever. Nah, for real. Because apparently, this dude just say apparently this game is so bad that buying it is a negative $80.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of people do not agree with this opinion.
Well,
And
apparently
they agreed so bad that apparently that he just turned off comments.
Huh.
Lord Doom says he had a friend that was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. That game takes place during medieval times, so learning to read is something you have to do.
You have to learn how to do everything.
Yep.
Read, fight, sword fight.
I played a bit of it, and I thought like it was cool. I mean, it's not often you it's not often you have something that hard like medieval.
Yeah, you have to like do everything. It's kind of like Skyrim a little bit, except if like you took an Elder Scroll in game and made it even more in depth. It's down to just extreme.
That's funny when Lord Doom said that turning it off and on. He said his friend links a picture of what books look like when you can't read. So I said to him, "Did you try turning the book on and off again?" And the friend said, "Dude, I'm so tired. I actually considered doing that." Good
I
old
know
gift.
on PlayStation Store they had it for sale for like I think $8 or something. I was like, I'm gonna get that, and then I started playing. I was like, man, I just started fighting this dude like a farmer guy, and then he whooped me.
But yeah, no, I played a bit of Arceus, and I will tell you that his opinion is a stupid opinion because for what I played, I hope this is what Pokemon is going for in the future, because it's no longer the Lord Room says about Kingdom Come. It's a good game. It takes tons of work, but once you get to like the midway point, Kingdom Come gets a lot better.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. I think with that game you have to like make the choice if you want to like do the work like right at the beginning, because I was like, man, it's gonna take like a lot of work and a lot of time, I bet.
She cannot counter, so can she evade? Yes. I like her theme a lot. Valletta
Nah.
is underrated. No, I hardly see fan art of her, even though I'm like, why not?
It's hard to like when it comes to entire franchise because there are so many characters. There's only like certain characters that will stick out. Apparently, nothing within the fandom to create anything. Like unless you're unless you're a really memorable character, like like Cybuster or something like that, like you. It just won't happen, and it's mostly because I think it's because people remember mostly the robots. This is a series about robots, and the characters are secondary. Unless they like some like, what's her name? That show like, is it up later? In at least Moon Dwellers.
The ones I know that get fan art is Loon and Excellent.
Excellent, yeah.
And sometimes
Excellent,
Kusuma.
There's also another one who's very kudere because apparently she just doesn't have emotions. But like she still kind of has, but like
Or Duma's a good point. What about Sanger?
probably something here and there if you're into Bara garbage, so but yeah.
I see fan art of him. With
Are we talking about fan art exclusively or are we talking just in general stuff?
no, in general. No.
Yeah, so I mean there probably is
fan art of him, just in general being cool. I saw one of him being wholesome cooking with somebody. Way back. So that dude just ran up on me. Ran up on the R gun, and guess what? You're not gonna hit the R gun.
Yeah. That Valletta, she looks like she was her character designs from like Stardust Memory or something.
She's mad cool.
Mm-hmm. Like the same people that designed Shima designed her or something like that.
Lordon says, does he get tons of art? I bet he does, and I bet it's awesome. And LPA says, it's just hard for some people to pick some characters by look or personality or popularity. Yeah, kinda.
Because that's the last one I'll ever encounter this one.
I mean, especially in years like this, as I said, this series has so many robots, so many characters. Because like with every robot comes like another character, so it's hard to just pick one. And some characters barely get developed at all. They're just like, I'm here, I'm part of the team, and that's it. So some characters that you like based on their look and all that, like you either have to hope that they're gonna get like some, like a chapter or two for character motivation.
She wrecked him.
Yeah, they did.
Turned into a gun because it's called the R gun.
Got the Kamehameha wave. Plus, like,
turning
there's
into a gun and then used by another robot. Reminds me of that GIF of Transformers where someone transforms into a gun and then Megatron just grabs it and starts shooting. Which doesn't make sense because like the other one is just roughly the same size.
Yeah, he like transformed into a smaller gun.
Yeah.
Plus, in these games, if there's like a character you like, you can also like take them and put them in a robot, like a different one, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some are multi.
There's some hidden jokes with that.
Mm-hmm.
And some can only be played with it. Yeah. Like, yes. Usually the commercially, like the standard one, the mass-produced one, everyone can pilot. And then there's some like good jokes and all that, and there's an entire video of like all the characters from OG2, how they shout their version of Gespenst's kick. And it's really fun to watch. Because if you know some of the voice actors, like they will either make reference straight to what they voiced before, or they just ham it out.
Kyosuke references Tekka Man Blade.
Yeah, so he doesn't shout Gespenst's kick. No, wait, no, he does.
Well,
but
he shouts extremely loud.
Yes.
Because he was known for doing that in Tekka Man, where he would shout so loud he broke the mic.
Yeah.
There's videos of him doing that for the Tekken Man Blade anime. You can
and
hear
also, Ratzel Elzam, he references Harry Ord in Turn A Gundam. So that's what he played there.
I remember that.
Yeah. And he's the one who changed it up. He doesn't shout Gespenst's kick.
He just goes, Universe! Because he's Harry Ord.
But it's yeah, Lord Doom got it. Yeah, so he would just straight up shout Universe. But I think the translation still says Gespenst's kick. Or does it?
Oh yeah.
No, it writes Universe.
Okay.
Huh.
I'll be back, he says. You blew up in space. Ain't no parachute gonna save you in space. Hey, she leveled up. Feeling gripper. Let's go, Brooklyn. Brooklyn Luckfield.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Brooklyn Brawler. Holy crap, I gotta charge my laptop. Well, I didn't get paid today. I had to pay the bills today. So, any new games that came out today, I'm like, oh well.
Well, as I said before, Pokemon Legend Arceus came out, and I played that. I've been playing that for almost 4 hours.
You know? And I'm not gonna get a fat paycheck next week either.
Because it's January, and
But apparently I did, and apparently my job said I did terrible this month. But so did everyone else.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like they're like, well, everyone else also sucked. So we can't really.
Yeah,
I'm
not
hoping.
like.
Oh yeah, I want Bullseye. No, I don't want Mercy. I want Bullseye. Ah, jeez. You know what? Fine. Then. You're not attacking.
Oh mercy.
Yeah, no Mercy. You only want Mercy for one thing. And that's because there's like literally just one robot you want to hurt but not kill in one mission. The one mission. There's like literally just a one mission. I want to kill this guy. I guess he's the only one. Alright. I noticed my accuracy's a lot better now. Remember the last map? I was like low accuracy all the time.
Yeah. Or they were considering you to have like low accuracy, wasn't it like 85%?
Oh yeah, that's true. Alice can tell you this game will
anything
below
90%, it feels like it's gonna be a guaranteed miss. You don't. If I see below 80, 90, I will do everything I can just to see it like 100%. Like I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I will switch weapons. I will switch tactical position.
LPA said it's that Christmas aftermath. That's probably why
it
it
always
bad
is.
This month. Yeah.
It's that's why like you always. That's why everyone says January is the worst month for everyone working because everyone has been not working for like usually 2 to 3 weeks.
So yeah, exactly. Same. And I'm one of those people because I didn't. How much SP she has? Oh, she's full. Okay. Cool. Oh, hey, he also has support. Oh, jeez.
No, but like Arceus, I actually enjoy Arceus. So how the gameplay is, I hope that's going for future
Look cool.
Pokemon. It's, you know how people have been saying they want it to be kind of open world. There's no like you fight the Pokemon. It's not going into a different screen and all that. Yeah, that's the thing now. But like, you can throw out your Pokemon. You can interact with them. You pick whoever you want to open with as you throw it against your Pokemon as the wild ones, and the battle will commence. You can try to even straight up catch them without battling.
Oh wow, Russell! I thought he. Oh man. Oh no! So that's it's Russell's a normal guy.
Yeah.
The story is weird. Like it starts off with apparently Arceus contacting you saying that, and then pulls you back in time to before Shinon was called. Before it was called what it's called now in Gen 4. And
so you are Dawn and Luke?
Yeah. And then he changed your phone to the Arc phone, as it's called, where he basically tells you where to go.
Hmm.
Well, God,
You have
took me off
you,
to be
have
good.
straight you get straight you can call God on the phone. He's
Lord Doom even says, so God talks to you.
yeah. Because for some reason he wants you to catch all the Pokemons in the game to find him. I don't know how it's one game, so the only thing I don't know is how they're doing the trading Pokemon.
I'll tell you what I did see that hyped me.
But
This is my favorite starter. The new Cyndaquil final form.
final form, like how Typhlosion looks.
It's a new yeah. Apparently Typhlosion was a new thing. In this game it's his original third evolution.
What?
And he's part ghost type. And I saw
What?
it and it's cool.
Does Ocelot also get a different version, or does he just get?
I don't know. I know I just know Typhlosion does, so it is dope.
Pokemon.
I saw the gift. I was like, oh, that's sick.
Starter.
Fire. Yeah.
Starter File Evolution.
Lord Doom says, so God calls you up and it's like, yo, fill up the Pokedex and then I'll shoot you the fair one. And LPS said, so it's a time travel storyline.
Kind of. From what it sounds like, your character is the one that, what's it called? Like, probably became the one who created. I don't know. I just touched the game. The story is so far, like, I haven't done much. I've been busy just walking around the overworld and catching Pokemon left and right.
Dang.
Oh wow, Samurott looks fucking badass. Looks like to be water. Oh, it's a water duck. Oh, so he's a ninja, but like a samurai. Man, Typhlosion looks like he smoked a reefer and all that. He's just like, man, calm down. It's kind of cool. And there's also like a lot of things they've added. You can now see your EV points, like where
cool.
where the EVs are going. You can also when a Pokemon hits the level where it evolves, you can decide when the evolution happens. You no longer have to press B every level. It just
what
tells
Tatsu said was great. He got shot and he goes, I don't know if you got the memo, but I got a huge shield.
So when you're like, so you can also decide when a Pokemon should evolve. You no longer have to press B every level.
Oh.
It will just tell you that it can evolve now, and it gives you, and then you can choose when to evolve it if you're waiting for an earlier move or something like that.
Oh.
Or if you want to do a no evolution run, what else? Apparently, all the moves they will learn, you can switch them on the fly, so you no longer have to worry about having constantly four moves, and then you're like, you can fuck yourself over.
Skill point,
like,
nothing.
So you can change moves in a different menu. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
You can make your own Pokeballs, of course. They have a crafting system. I feel like the Bard. I'm thinking some of the people behind Breath of the Wild worked on this, because there is some Breath of the Wild feelings, honestly. Combat.
Didn't kill him?
Combat is actually kind of turn-based, but at the same time not. You know the battle system in Final Fantasy X, where certain moves
make 10. Yeah,
Final Fantasy X, where certain moves will make you act multiple times. Yeah, that's a thing now. So some moves might slow you down, make it so the opponent can get double turns, some double attacks. So there's an entirely different strategy now based around it, and some of the moves can be mastered, which means that outside having its normal normal damage, you can either make it strong style or agile, which makes that.
Yeah, I remember seeing strong style thing. Because I was
Yes.
like, oh snap, New Japan.
So strong style basically makes it so it gets 10 extra in.
I love what Lord Doom said. And LPH too.
My Pokemon's gonna have
He's gonna
5.
have the 5
yeah.
moves too.
So this is before the Pokemon SOP. Oh, I don't know what SOP is.
You don't
So
get
no
it?
idea.
I do. It's Metal Gear 4. Solid 4.
Oh,
The SOP system, no ID tags carrying ID tagged Pokeballs. War has changed. Pokebattling has changed. ID tag traders carry ID tag Pokeballs.
So strong style makes your attack a bit stronger, but it could make the opponent get to act twice. While agile, you lose 10 base.
Oh, LPH asked a question: Is there a bad guy team?
I don't know yet. From what it looks like, no. So far,
Anti-Katina. You are.
Wow, they dunked on her here too.
Good. I'm all down for dunking at her. Lord Doom asks, can I be the bad guy?
I mean, the group you're helping are basically pre-Team Galactic. They're called the Galactic Explorers, something like that. So it is the Team Galactic. But before they became Team Galactic.
Oh wow.
Instead, we have two different. Instead, we have two different factions where one is from the Diamond Clan and one is from the Pearl Clan, and you can assume what that means. It's also these two clans argue if the god Sinon
is the hook mine.
Is the god of time or space. So I'm at that point where they more or less introducing a lot of characters, but they're introducing a bunch of the characters. What else? I'm actually enjoying it a lot. There are rare Pokemons too. Like there's some I managed to find on Eevee and then wasn't able to catch it, so I spent like 40 minutes trying to get a new one to spawn. There are side quests in the game. The story progression is based also on you catching Pokemon and all that, as you having this Pokédex that you need to fill out. It's kind of okay. They don't require you to do everything of what the list requires. You just need like 10 points in something, and then that's considered the Pokédex entry to be fully complete. What else? Battle seems to be a bit different now. I feel like that a lot of the Pokemons hits harder now, but they also have like some of them have massive health pools. Like my starter at level 5 had 111 HP for an Ocelot. So like that one kind of like I like they have kind of big health pools just by being like level 8 and 9. Pokemon also comes kind of like in 3 categories depending on when it comes to the wild ones. You have the ones that don't mind you being around, the ones that will run away when they spot you, and the ones that will actively engage in battle or try to attack you. The game is very like being like, hey, some of these will straight up attack you, so don't get hit or else you're gonna black out instead of white out. Where you will lose like half the content you have gathered up. There's also like really powerful ones that are called alphas, which are basically big. They're roughly almost double the size of a standard Pokemon. So like, think of what a normal Graveler is roughly in the size to a human, and then like double that size.
Are you able to attack other players on there?
There is no online. There is no like people showing up. It's not like Sword and Shield, like
Oh.
it's people running around. I don't. I like. I don't know how if there's gonna be a trading system for the game because like, you have Pokemons like Graveler and Kadabra. So how you gonna get Golem and Alakazam? I don't know at the moment. I don't know because there's still like a lot of hidden things they haven't told me about. Because they, like I didn't understand like for like an hour and a half I didn't even know how to change Pokemons because like the game didn't tell you really that you either talk to a guy or you go to the ranch or the pasture as it's called where you can switch out Pokemons. Because a lot of the people like in the town you're there, like a lot of them are apparently very scared of Pokemon because this is before apparently Pokemon and humans kind of coexisted. Which I don't really feel like makes sense because like it's like it's strange how Pokemons are depicted, but also like the technology. We talk about like being able to create the Pokeballs to shrink the Pokemon inside, like, but basically an apricot seed and some stone, and then you just apparently bang that together, and you get a Pokeball.
Or Duke said, "Run them hands."
Yeah.
All right, let's. I don't know about modules. I can't even do it. Who would need a cartridge for ammo?
Who is running what? Weiser, she just use a lot of Excel. Probably runs a lot of. I think she's using a lot of ammo types for her since she's using a gun. Luron says that's kind of insane and can only be explained with magic. Yeah, I mean, kind of.
United Iconic Core Fleet.
The main thing is that they do acknowledge you for like you're not from this time because like you drop in the world with t-shirt, shorts, and some sandals, and you're definitely looking like someone who came from a modern time. And I was so impressed by like how you're not scared of Pokemon because, man, Pokemons are scary, guys. And they kind of like just invented the Pokeball too. But there's like, oh, you're a natural at throwing Pokeballs. And it's like, yeah.
The R gun. I mean the R gun.
The R gun. I keep thinking of that Orgus.
Orgus. Man, I love that Orgus opening so much. It's sung by the Sonic guy before he passed.
Oh, really?
Casey, what was it? Casey Rankin? Something like that.
Something
He
like
sung
that.
Sonic songs back in the day.
Sonic, I'm talking like in around the Dreamcast era. We're talking.
Yeah,
like...
I think around that era because he was English, but he sang for Sonic. He was American. He sang in English, but
yeah.
Valletta, there's something about her. She's cool like me. Oh, I even said it. She's got an air that reminds me of Sanker. She's cool. There's something about her. She's too. He literally is just mentioning, man, she's cool like Sanker.
She's a kudere, which makes her cool.
Aren't you getting any vibes from her?
I don't know. Doom, what do you say?
Calm, cool bombshell that people go gaga over. Lord Doom said, yeah, that's the one.
She's
the
best
best
girl.
girl. I wish there was more sauce of her. She's like super not popular. Lamia, that's the one that gets a lot of artwork too.
Yes, she's the one I was thinking of. She's the kudere that like basically has zero emotions. She's also in a relationship with what's this guy? We talked about him before. The dude who does the Hadoken stuff and all that.
Axel.
Yeah, I think those two are in a relationship. At least in Moondwellers, I think they kind of insinuate that.
Lord Doom said it's true. If the other characters in game are saying she reminds me of Sanger, then she's by default best girl. Sleeping Beauty on Ice kind of hibernation. You got the right idea. So yeah, Gilliam is aware of alternate universes. He came from Hero Senki from Super Nintendo, Super Famicom.
I like how we showed this game once, and Lord Doom became the biggest goddamn Sanger fanboy.
It's because he's best.
Yeah.
It's just because he's the best. He speaks for himself, Sanger.
He is a walking anime pro tag, so what's not to like?
You heard him? Gilly, well, you didn't hear him even talk, but Gilly, he said, "We're talking too much. Let's get in our mechs already." God.
Lord Doom says it's true doctrine. He can't deny it.
I like how Gilly was like, "People play this game for the Robux. Let's get in there." Oh, but then it just goes to the bad guys talking. Actually, no, wait. I think she's good, Ling. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, no, she's good. She's part of Mao Industries, I think. You know, because in anime games,
I don't think
Chinese
she showed up.
Chinese characters are all...
Yeah.
They just look like the Japanese characters. Just... Or in her case, she don't even look Japanese or Chinese.
I don't know how Ling is because, I guess at some point she dies or something like that because she's not in Moondwellers.
I think she shows up in OG too.
Yeah, but she might die at some point because she's not in Moondwellers.
Lord Dude said I saw the word armored. Wanted badly for the next word to be core.
No, we landed 10 out of 10.
All units, move out.
Oh yeah, there was another thing. So an interesting thing now for Pokemon Legends is that status ailments will not stay for the entire match. Like you inflict burn, it might be on for 2 or 3 rounds, then it disappears by itself. Logan says it was still a shock to me when he found out that Patches was indeed in Armor Core as well.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that either.
She can already hit from all there. That's why I love her. Excellent. You are indispensable. I love your song too. There's animation. Woo! Man, she saw about him quick, huh?
Yeah. Got liquidated.
I was hoping. I was like, I hope it's a one-hit kill, but. Oh yeah, she could attack as well from this far. She has to attack from there. If she moves, she can. Fine. Rada, you better do some. Kill it. One shot. Kill it. Kill it. Come on. Yeah. I guess these guys are small fries, and we're gonna get a
Yeah.
bunch of reinforcements show up.
Reinforcements.
Pew, pew,
They're
pew,
waiting.
pew.
It's like,
Those are just the jobbers. Haha.
yeah, you're out in space, but I was like, them reinforcements show up up here, like you couldn't like see them coming from somewhere. There's nothing blocking.
Right.
That must be like a little space station right next to you, or like a moon
Yeah.
fortress.
That's what they said they were going to in the story part there.
Yeah,
like
then
the
go
bad
back to
guys
Earth.
want it. They're like, oh, we gotta protect it.
Yeah, we're jumping between Earth, Moon, and space constantly. Like it's just
It's just what you do, you know?
Yeah.
I want him. Shigan Scudo. It's supposed to be my wall here.
Line of defense.
Yeah.
it's a good thing he gets accelerated because otherwise he's gonna be a slow
Yeah,
big
exactly.
wall.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he had
Okay.
Excel there. Yeah, it's actually be a wall.
If you get on top of that building with one of those long range people where their range
No, I
expands-
asked about that. Alex, I asked you about terrain boosts.
No, it doesn't. There is no real.
Like other games do,
Advantage
but
or
this one for some
disadvantages.
reason doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Other games do.
Instead, it's all about positioning. So, like, you can have support from your other robots and all that. It's more or less about positioning your robots
yeah,
to
three-
be able to help each other
3%
out.
chance to hit.
Mhm.
He said this will hit. That won't hit. Literally, this will hit. Awesome. No, actually, 100%. Oh, but he's. No, I'm not gonna tell. I'm defending. There you go. You're the giant shield. Come on, it's literally your name. Giant shield. Jigan Scudo. You're using the Jigan Scudo against us.
Was that like supposed to be one of their robots?
That's from. He was there in the beginning, but what? I mean, yeah, I don't get why they're saying that because he was.
Hmm.
Unless they see themselves as like we're the original military
Yeah.
because he was the original military robot before this divine crusader switch. Thank you for being a shield, like your name says. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 2.
10. It didn't
Like
even do.
yeah.
Oh,
The
right.
damage he takes is drastically less.
Yep, 30 seconds to contact. Oh man, all units stay alert. Lord
You
Do
kill
said,
me.
yeah, Tosku threw the ultimate shade. That wasn't even worth dodging. Right? He was like, "That you guys are such a jobber. I'll take the punch." It's like,
That'd be funny if
I mean,
he
that's like
like
some DBZ stuff right there.
if he turned around and like turned his back to him and just let him hit him on his back.
Lord Doom goes with ultimate shade. It wasn't even worth dodging.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. It's good though, right? Like,
This man pulled a Jira and just stood there.
yep. He was like, "That ain't even you ain't nobody." That's basically
He's like,
you ain't
oh,
nobody.
I didn't even know you were there.
Was that a mosquito hitting me?
Yeah, like Super Boost said. When they were inside of him, that felt like a mosquito. That's about it. Oh, she didn't even kill it? Almost.
Sure.
Ah, she needs it.
Pretty cool.
I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, these dudes are gonna need some help.
I wonder where those reinforcements will show up.
Oh, soon enough.
They won't show up. They will show up when everything is.
Whenever I blow everything, all these guys up, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then more will come, and then the reinforcement will show up. Because then we need reinforcement. That's just how these usually maps will go.
Yep.
We have initial wave, and then more will come. Usually with a boss.
I wonder, like, where at on the map they'll show up.
Since they're usually dragging us away to north based on the compass, they will probably spawn in like south or maybe north, like upper left or lower left based on the.
Ah.
That's just me basing on what usually happens when they do that.
I'm gonna be the ghost. She keeps getting the hands, but the same, and yet every time I'm like, I don't even. Cost me money, girl. Costing me. Oh, Lord Doom says, speaking of ghosts. I just want to reiterate that all ghosts are cowards. Yeah. If they were not cowards, they'd show themselves.
Like Patrick Swayze.
See, there you go. There's the reinforcements, and just like
Yeah,
Alex
there they
said,
go.
it came
Yeah.
from the
From
other
the other
end.
side.
And Katina even said, "What is this? This bad pincer attack?"
Yeah, they're like they're trying to surround you.
Odom just want to reiterate that all ghosts are cowards.
Yeah. Like I
Make sure
said,
to point down at them when you see them. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go right
hey,
here. Green.
scratch me. Okay.
So I won't be long.
His high card, not his trump card. I'm using the machine gun. I'm pretty sure everybody sees that Gatling gun on your list. That ain't really a secret.
Yeah.
Not really a secret.
It's this other one that shoots off like the Mazinger.
Oh, the breast fire?
Yeah.
I forget which. Oh yeah, Singer does that. Woo! Well, you gonna get shot up too?
Blast it up.
Oh, he's going. No, he's going for it. He's going for the. He said, "I'm just gonna stab you."
Yeah.
Revolvers? Man, I got that on pre-order still. Star Shell.
Oh, which one?
That suit, the Alt Ison.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It said it's bluefin. They're taking forever. They're
It's
like,
kinda like that,
they said December is January now. They said January. It's already gonna be the end of January, so I'm pretty sure they come this month.
February.
It's gonna say
kinda like-
February. And
that Baki the Grappler box that I ordered, like, I don't even remember when I last ordered it. I just told him, I sent him a message and said, don't worry about it.
oh wow, 0% to hit me, and they still trying.
Yeah.
They still gonna attack. This dude literally committed suicide.
I could take.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, the Al Tyson is indeed in another Centuries episode, which I also have. I just don't have a thing to like bypass the
play it.
PS3's. If I want to stream it, I don't have anything to bypass the HDCP lock on PS3.
Oh,
I need like another like thing. I forget what it
I
is.
think what I did was I used what's it called? You know, on PlayStation 3 you can use the HDMI cord or the audio video cord.
Yeah, the composite
component.
Yeah, component.
The component will bypass it.
Double R was telling me something about using a DVI to HDMI, which I actually have because I use it for the Mac.
There was also another
Mac
trick
Mini.
where you can, I don't know if it still works, but you can use you can set it up like normal, and then you basically use two what's it called, OBSs to, you open like one OBS that's playing like the game, and then you open like another OBS thing, and it like somehow cancels it out, which is weird.
Yeah, you basically need to do something like that. That's basically all what it comes down to. It's canceling it out.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said, in other such episode art, there's a clip where the Zeta Pro tags meet the Gundam Seed Pro tags, and the Alt Ice is standing on a ship next to the Crossbone X1.
I know Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn on PlayStation 3 has that crossbone in there.
I forgot this. So the bosses are basically those giant ships shooting at me.
You just have to get past those little robots and then destroy the ship. What's funny is like these games, space battles have better animation than Gundam Seed space battles.
For real? Oh my god, that's true. They friggin' reuse it. They reuse animation, they reuse bad animation at that.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call it animation. It's not considered animation if it's just like nothing's moving. I don't know.
It can't be animated, it's gotta be moving for animation. There was an episode of old Dragon Ball that made me laugh, where Tien is holding Demon King Piccolo, and me and my dad saw that. We were like, "You hear them making noises, but like ain't no movement happening at all."
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're like, that ain't even animated. That's just a drawing with sound. That's just a drawing that has sound on it.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much Seed. That's just a drawing with sound. Can't call that animation. So Gilliam, original guest bets. You know what I mean?
It's, the blue one?
Yeah.
I remember trying to look up the game to see if it was like for sale anywhere that he's from, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere.
I tried to play it, but it was not translated, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't, and I couldn't even read katakana back then, so
Or that's what I meant. I couldn't find like a translated version. Like you could find the Japanese game.
Yeah.
But, like translated, you'll probably have to look somewhere drastic.
Dang, Gilliam, I upped his accuracy for a reason. Because look at, he's dodging and countering.
I'm back.
Yeah. Gilliam out here being MVP all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a in the later games he actually get a modification version of the edition.
This machine's a cut above a mass-produced model. They're all just attacking him, but he has like he has as high evade as Valletta, so they're not even touching him.
Yeah, his evade is in OG. He's dodging left and right too. That's usually the great about long-range characters is that they have high evade because they.
Yep.
Because apparently.
Excellent too. Yep.
Because apparently the stat for evasion also ties into the The hit chance.
Which is since they're snipers. Okay. Mark IIs. Those are unmanned defense system units. Are they on our side? Let's not make any assumptions. Oh man. Dang, she said he could die and then Katina needs to just shut up. She's Katina. She doesn't need it.
I got odd eyes. I'm so special character.
I'm genre savvy. No, you're not. Like, get out of here.
I'm original character. Don't do that. By the way, speaking of something completely different, did you hear that Mark actually won?
Actually,
Against
what?
Toei? Mark,
Oh,
Toei
yeah, I did, yeah. Because YouTube was like, yeah, you know, you technically can't put Japanese laws on us. They don't apply to us.
Yeah.
Because Japan has a famously really weird view of fair use.
Okay, copyright laws in general, yeah.
But that view doesn't matter.
No, YouTube actually fought for Mark, and what they did was also be like, okay, then it's just you can't view it in Japan.
Yep. And Mark was like, fine, I don't my videos are not made for Japanese audience anyway.
Yeah, that's not my target audience. He's like, at least the majority of English-speaking audience that he's after, which is Europe and North America. So,
Exactly.
at least if that's the case, then at least in the future, that's going to be much easier for people who do want to do like, because then you can be like, okay, just Japan don't get to see it. Don't matter.
Yeah,
They don't care about English reviewers.
Also, you gotta worry about like if you.
Yeah, exactly. Lord Doom says you can't force people that don't live in your country to follow your laws when they aren't currently in said country.
Yeah.
I know there's also that like embargo laws. Like if the game hasn't came out over here yet, and somehow you get like a copy of a game, and you start like playing it and uploading videos or whatever, you can get like hit by that.
Well, that's because like you agree on like the embargo is there to like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I've had embargoes before, but that's because I review comics. I haven't done it in a while. A lot of people said, breaking street date.
Yeah, because street date, I feel like that should be followed.
There's a lot of mom and pop shops here that broke street dates for games.
Oh yeah.
I would always get a game like early, and they're like, "Oh, mom and pop shop near me."
There was a rare case that I would like occasionally get a game a couple of days for, because when I did have game stores here like Game and GameStop, since I knew the people who worked there really well, they would occasionally be like, just give me the copy a couple of days ahead of time. Like that's how I got Smash 4 before, like 2 days before release. But all I did was just I played it offline.
Lord Doom, yeah, exactly. He has a good, exactly. I'm not uploading videos, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, every system being connected to the internet, it's hard
my
to do
my
that.
favorite one was that they got Monster Hunter Full Ultimate for the 3DS, and I got that one a week before release. They were just that cool with it. They just be like, because they trusted me to not to talk about anything like that. They'd just be like, no, here we go. There's
I didn't realize that was Russell. I was like, how come it says they have such a high? Oh, right, he's cannon fodder. The game wants you to treat him like cannon fodder and not Katina, but I'm the opposite. I'm like, no, I will protect Russell.
No, don't get hurt.
Russell's a good team player.
I'm like, I will protect Russell with all I got.
But yeah, so what I didn't know is that apparently, first of all, Toei wanted him to get 150 strikes for every single.
Jeez, yeah, I saw that.
But YouTube said like, no, you can't get through that. So instead, what they fucking did is that they went behind and copyright claimed 150 videos.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about on some of my videos.
Well,
'Cause, like I have that
I think with this win, it kind of shows that because this can be used for be like, but because all they have to do is be like, just block the country then.
yeah.
So as long as your target audience is not, as long as it's not Japanese audience, you don't have to be worried.
Like my Dragon Ball video, I made about canon, and I
Yeah,
put in a clip of Broly.
Oh yeah.
All they did with me was what they should have done with Mark from the get-go, which is what they did. But that's what they did to me. They said, just can't be viewed in Japan. Like, oh well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's
And I'm
going
like,
on
okay,
with Toei for the past
I'm not
couple of
talking
years
Japanese.
because I don't understand what's been with Toei for the last couple of years, but they have been even harder like when it comes to their fucking with their stuff.
I didn't realize there was monsters over here too. Like,
I know, like my copyright strike went off like 2 or 3 days ago, so I don't have any of them anymore. But that was for like was it like a little sound clip that was in that Shunyun sword like video?
Oh, yeah, that Chinese
I think it was
game,
like the end credits to that game I uploaded, and I guess it was like the creator of the song.
You don't know your chakras, Rada. I thought you were Indian.
Yeah.
7 chakras. Me. That'd be funny. I'm like, Rada, how do I know more about Hinduism than you? I'm not even Hindu.
Maybe like when she levels up, she gets the 7th one or something. It's like a storyline thing. And then she's like, I didn't know there was 7.
They got 100% hit rate too, but she might be able to just kill them.
Like one shot him.
Like how his name is just Sean. He's just Sean. Anybody got a weird name? Sean. My name is Elzam Van Scooby.
Yeah.
My name's Sean.
They got like 8 names plus like a nickname in front of it. You get the white base in this game?
No, it's OG only, so
Oh, okay.
that's the equivalent of white base right there. I mean, she said I'm not heavy. Oh. Anybody else say? Okay.
I'm not.
You guys keep attacking the one guy who is not gonna get killed
Yeah,
anytime
he can
soon.
take all that. He can take the damage.
There's 10 of them. Oh, I don't know if you got the memo, but here's shield. That's funny.
No.
I'm a little counter.
So that robot's like drastically bigger than all the other ones.
Well, I guess that's why it's called Giant Shield.
Yeah. A colony soldier. He don't even have a name.
yeah, it's a jump. Yeah. Dang, he just crushed it.
Yeah.
He pulled the Broly, what Broly did to Paragus.
Oh yeah.
And the hug.
Like a bear hug thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what Lord Doom said. Exactly. The Gundam equivalent of that. Yep. Lord Doom said he's just standing there with an eye field and everyone's just firing beam weapons at him. I'm sure this will get through this time. Pew, pew, pew. Guys, I have a giant shield. No, this will get him. Pew pew pew. How many times do I have to
You guys
tell you,
do
giant shield? 10!
like on
It did
what
10
was it
damage!
called? On Stardust Memory when Gato had to crush that his little eye field generator.
Oh, yeah. Like Lord Doom said, he pulled the Jiren again right there. 10 damage. It wasn't even worth dodge. Again? Y'all don't learn, do you?
I guess they were thinking, well, maybe if we get like 1,000 attacks in a row, we could beat him.
10. Again. Did something hit me?
UCC is just.
Oh, here we go. He's doing a big one. Oh, he has a chest beam too. Why do blaster?
It's the beam.
Like a Guyver.
And it killed.
Oh, really? Lord Doom said he's voiced by the guy who voices Tobia in Crossbow.
Oh, I guess he showed up again in T because Tobia is there too.
I like how the colony captain is just. They actually gave him artwork, but like he's just supposed to be a schmo. I don't know, don't you know this guy's important? Right. Oh, dang. Is that Russell? No! Russell! Not Russell! Not Russell! Yo, I need to make that a meme instead of not Lenny. Not Russell! It's about Russell, not Russell! I love this dude because he's so
Why
normal.
couldn't it be her? Why did it be Russell? Why, God?
Russell, don't die on me. I will be legitimately sad if he goes before Katina.
What they ought to do is like have
You pull him back. Pull back, Russell. Pull back.
they ought to make it
Save it,
where,
Private
like,
Ryan over here.
if his robot gets destroyed, you just take her robot and give it to him.
Exactly.
You don't need one.
Oh, but now they're firing at Gilliam, and Gilliam's like, bruh. Lord Doom said he also voiced over PVs for the Metal Build Full Claw and Crossbone Ghost.
Oh, cool.
Which,
Speaking of
if you
ghosts,
don't know, Star Child, those are very expensive figures.
Oh, okay.
The Metal
More
Build.
details.
Lord Doom, how much should they go for again? Just
For like $400.
yeah, something like that. Actually, legit. I know Perfect Grades be costing that much too.
Yeah. Like I remember, I saw those ones that are in my.
Lord Doom said it's $500
yeah,
for the Ghost.
500. In my game exchange, they have like a bunch
I
of.
I did.
I don't know what versions were. What were they? Real grade ones or the high grade? I can't remember which ones were. So I took pictures of them that one time. They were pretty big boxes.
The high grade Dendrobium is still expensive. That's
Yeah.
even at just high grade. Lord Doom
That's
says
the
I gotta
only
wait
one
until
I would
July.
ever do.
I'm waiting. Well, first of all, I gotta know when the heck Super Saiyan 4 Goku's gonna be in stock
Oh yeah.
proper, not from a third party. Just that pre-order got canned on me. Like I'm still mad about that. Shoot.
I know some people they got like some of their one of them Transformers waves got canceled. A bunch of people were mad about that. But I think like the only one of those models that I would ever get is probably that Dendrobium one.
Which just happens to be expensive and rare.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, they're running up on us.
They're trying to charge. I remember, I think I'm gonna look it up and see what the price are for that thing. Probably like $900.
I'm gonna let Tasku excel and go over there because I think Kyosuke can handle everything.
And everything all tits up and be like, oh no, Yoshi couldn't handle it. No.
Oh, this is his map attack, huh? I think I've ever seen this map attack before. That's cute. Wait. Were these all my homies that I just shot at? And nobody told me nothing? Yes, they are. And I hit bullet for no reason. Woo! And by woo I mean why don't I read? Why don't I read?
Dyslexia. We
Yeah.
don't want to read.
Where's Russell?
He's dying, so.
Oh, I think
Russell, where are you? Like
one-
coughing
which one
blood
is
behind.
Russell?
Oh, there you are.
That's Valletta. There's Russell. I thought I gave him a repair kit. Oy. And by thought, you mean you think nothing. Better not die, Russell. I just remembered that he also has a thing to heal. He literally can heal himself. Hey! Now I can't use it. These big old ships, man, they got so much HP.
Yeah.
The only thing Katina's good for is her double attack, which is good on bosses because she doubles her attack. You're not gonna hit him.
Flash Reaper.
She might be able to kill that jobber. Man, I miss her. Man, that's cute.
Yeah.
She was such a good voice actor. I get the old shotgun. Oh no. You know what? Stab it. Stab it with your knife. Shake. I got to call it cold metal knife, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure if it's already cold.
Yeah,
Like,
especially in space.
wow, he lived by
That's
2
how
hit points. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! 2 hit points.
In Moondworld, it's just an achievement that if they still survive with double digits, you get an achievement of, yeah, that will happen.
Oh man.
They straight up reference that is a common occurrence.
So dumb. Alright, girl, you're gonna need to go over there. Oh, she can attack. You know what? She can attack this schmuck. I have Kyosuke go over there too. basically a gun cannon, which is fun.
Yeah, we got liquidated.
Who didn't move yet? Oh, she didn't. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Metal genocider, this thing. Kill it. Kill it!
This Dendrobium mobile armor thing, I was looking up, like, some of them, I guess these are like the lower grade ones. They're like $100 and $200. Then there's like this high grade 1/144 scale, which is like $824.
God. Wow.
It's like $683.
You did a lot of damage, actually. Good. You want this? They want the smoke. They got 3% chance of hitting.
3%.
Well, I can say this: I missed at 99 and I got hit at 2.
Yeah.
So
Like they just kind of pick and choose how they want it to work.
sometimes it feels like it. I had 99. I was like, yeah, okay, it's guaranteed. I don't need to do anything. I miss, and I was just like, what?
Man, that dude's voice sounds familiar. Sounds like Nice Big Rodeo almost. I don't even know.
That spaceship
Oh,
kinda
no, it
looks
actually hit.
good.
Oh, it only had 10 damage because I put a. Wow. So it hit, but it did nothing.
Yeah, it did too.
Me, I was like, oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gave him the next attack only does 10 damage. Okay.
Huh.
How you the same guy in both ships?
He's from a different timeline or something, I guess.
Oh my god! That's how they get their arm. They go to different universes and just recruit the same guy over and over. Like, all right, so we need a bunch of dudes for our army. Why don't you just report this guy from different timeline? All right.
Tell him to bring his ship with him.
Yeah. Yo, kill this fool finally, alright? He's only got 2 HP. Come on.
There you go.
Kill him. Please. Thank you. Oi.
Now it's my turn.
There they go, protecting the... I hope they're protecting. You know. This is Super Robot Wars. Where's Katina? I actually want Katina for once.
Where's the meat shield?
I only want her because of Valor. If she dies, it's no big to me because I literally... Oh, you better jet Magnum, Tina. You have to jet Magnum.
You're gonna get the Ivan Drago treatment. So if she dies, she dies.
Well... Tina, you're the real jobber.
現実の厳しさを教えてやる
Not Russell. Just because Russell's normal doesn't mean he's a jobber.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I was legitimately hoping to see an explosion. See, like she died, woo! Oh, she's almost dead. Alright, where's Russell? Hey. I don't want to heal her, but
Just to be safe.
just we're gonna need all the firepower we get because these guys have high HP. That's the only reason. Well, this first ship's almost dead. Yeah, Lord Dude, by the way, this game, unfortunately, as cool as it is, there's a lot of the maps are like this, you know? A lot of HP, and we got, you know, right, Alex?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like sitting here to try to whittle these things down. Like,
That's kind of how some of the battles in Langris are. You're like,
yep,
kill
it's like
one
a
dude
strategy
and then
RPG thing.
15 dudes show up. Especially like the first time you're going through the game, that's when it's mostly the hardest.
Yep. And like Lancaster, this has a new game plus, so like you can
Mhm.
play through it again and not suffer.
Because I know after I'd
Oh.
gone through the game a few times, I would just in like one little group, like 2 people through there and just like myrtleize everybody.
I better not risk it, I better just kill it. I was gonna go with his weaker attack, but I'm like, nah, watch it have like 2 HP again.
Yeah, go all out.
Yeah, exactly.
人の真の力を見るがいい
Shin no Chikara. Oh, I heard that before. Akuma said it. Alright, now to destroy your clone. Yeah, picked up a repair.
Colony, yeah, colony captain. He doesn't have a name, he has a number.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say, what does B stand for?
これはいかが B ワードの B は
B stands for brilliant. You believe me, yeah?
But the B stands for baloney.
That's pretty cool.
その程度で我らを止められる
I need him to be all up in everybody's face since he's, you know, Mr.
Like
Tank.
close range.
I am Tank. I will tank you with Tank. I never heard of this Gigant Oregano. Oh, that's what it said, right? Oregano.
志願でぶちかましてやる
yeah. Gigante something.
勝ちか負けか2つに1つ
I don't know what this is gonna look like. Oh. Oh, snap.
He boosted up off
What I got on?
the. I did like a flank punch.
Okay, he definitely said that in Espanol, but except we don't say G-gun, we say he-gun there.
確保だ一斉射撃
Because,
You're right. I
Okay.
know. I'll look it up to see what Uragano is.
Nagano. From one space battleship to another, right?
Oh, it means hurricane.
Ah.
Violent storms with winds blowing over 120 miles an hour.
これより砲撃戦を開始します主砲訪問開け
So I guess what attack means big hurricane
Basically.
or giant
2番
storm.
主砲
Giants.
発射してください
Yeah.
It's not the Yamato, but close enough.
Yamato, yeah. What's the paint job?
Better not be hurt. Kind of hurt. Okay, well, wasn't expecting that. You can't heavy claymore.
I think it's just outside.
Oh, like right out of
Yeah,
range.
because it's 1 to 2 spaces.
Who did I not move yet? Oh, her.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Valletta, right. Derp. Do your ultimate attack, Valletta. She's cool. I like her music a lot too. Like I keep saying it, but it's cool. I really do. Look at her. You ever dream about just running forward and then transforming into a gun? That's what happens.
I still wonder how that works. Like,
Well, she's supposed to be the gun for the SRX. Josh.
Thank God. Blessed it on.
Yeah, that's right. Attack the one that won't get hurt. Just like we keep saying. Hey, if we hit him a bunch, we'll eventually get him, right? Holding R1 in circles, fast forwards. I don't know why it's gotta be R1 and circle. Or no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just circle.
weird.
It's R1 and circle when you're in the dialogue story. Oh, what? Who are these schmoes? Oh no.
Golly.
No. Let's see if Excellent finishes him off. Maybe not, but. Man, almost. She even got a crit.
that's our excellent.
All right, finishing blow. Come on. With a good old-fashioned revolver strike. Rampage Ghost. I wonder when they do that. Yeah.
Up behind the shoot.
We gotta fight the Gespensts now.
Mm.
Oy.
If we only had Sanger here to just probably one-shot
Yeah, right.
the
Sanger
ship,
with
it would
his
just split it
tools.
in half.
Down. He just slices them all in half. Akumo Tatsuruginari. See? Well, at least Gilliam one-shotted that one. I love every time it's an AI, they go blah, 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 blah. Like, but why are they
Yeah.
robotic Porky Pig?
Yeah,
I mean, that's all, folks. You know.
that's all.
All right, cannon fodder. See what you can do.
私を失望させんなよ
Oh, you best not. Shut up.
タコ鍋にしてやるぜ
It lived with just 35 HP.
Golly.
何を焦ってんだ
Oh, hey, wait. See? That's why Russell is better. He finishes what you can't. See, yeah, there's a better jet magnum right there. There you go. Russell showed you how to actually kill an enemy with a jet magnum. Russell.
The thing is that his personality actually becomes more. He becomes confident more in like Moon Dwellers.
It's the Russell show. Yes, you did say it before, but it's true still. Lord Doom said, I think I said it before, but that AI portrait does look like a Digivice.
まとめて相手してやる
Yep, it does. Looks like a Digivice, see? The old school one, you know? He said a coloring book. I read you like a book. A coloring book. LOL. Like,
I
I
remember one time up at Walmart they had a Die Hard coloring book up there.
wow. Hey, kids! Color
There you
department where Bruce Willis has the Edward
Oh yeah.
in Harlem. Oh,
Or
jeez.
like color somebody falling out of a building or something.
Yeah. Lord Doom even said, read you like a coloring book. Why is he going for his neck? He's already dead. The
Yeah.
thing's already dead. It's good things these guys are even weaker than the friggin' man and stuff.
Yeah,
Golly,
you could just like
they're just getting
one shot
clowned.
of 30 minutes.
They're getting clowned on, like as you were saying.
Yeah.
Well, I think they even knew that. That like they said they just did it because now they can't. Since they're destroyed, now they can't be piloted by
Yeah.
other soldiers. So it's
people.
like, haha, you took down your resources. Now you don't have the weapons.
できれば
Also,
Come on, Russell.
Also,
Final
isn't it-
blow.
also, the thing I told you about, like how long Swordies has been, we're an hour and 40 minutes in. Sure, with some technical difficulties, but we've been on this map alone roughly an hour and a half.
Golly.
And these are gonna get longer as we play. And because we like we you have not seen yet when it's like 40, when it's like 30 fucking enemies, and you yourself have like 15, 20 characters sorted.
Oh my God, Valletta is very. He saw that. Valletta was very straight laced. What sap? Tree sap? Oh boy.
Like,
Katina, shut up.
oblivious to all that other stuff.
Is that missile an MAPW, short for Mass Amplitude Preemptive Strike Weapon? A master net neutralized, sometimes called MAP weapons, come in several types,
Huh.
including circular emission, cluster bombs, and direct line of fire. Are you trying to blow us away? Oh, from a woman. That's a term from the past. Oh! Lord Doom!
He's
Homie!
here.
Oh!
Is it time? I beg your pardon.
That's gotta be Kane.
Chosen one. He has but one goal.
Lord Deuce said the chosen one. The chosen one. Then he just leaves.
See, I told you he was so strong. He could solo the fucking ship.
Yeah.
He's just that strong.
Your network was hacked? Can't apologize. Yo, you know she looks like Ling looks like she could have been in a Masami Obari hentai or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human line. That the CEO of Mao Industries? She doesn't look any older than Nada. She took over the company fairly recently. Oh, next one is getting jealous. Laura Doom said, Sanger, he just shows up, punches the boss, and then the guy goes, wow, that hurt, I'm out.
And then Sanger goes, wow, that was easy. I'm gone.
Sanger has Saitama's problem.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that won't be just taken out with one punch?
His teacher is pretty fucking badass too for being an old man.
Sanger was the reason we won this fight.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, weapon breaker, Chi revolver, magnum beam rifle, assault blade, okay. There's some weapons I can actually start putting things.
The roach saber.
I can start giving some good weapons to catch fences. Revolver. You know what? I think the revolver fits. I'll give it to Russell.
He feels like he's a revolver kind of guy.
Exactly. Now her, she needs some kind of sword. It's almost too good for her though. The roach saber.
Yeah.
Assault blade. I'll give you that. What's this? Was that a fighter jet? Is that a fighter jet or is that a robot?
The reins in?
Yeah.
Can't tell what it is by that picture.
Oh, no,
it's a plane.
It's a jet.
It's a jet.
Yeah.
The jets are always dead last because no one cares about them.
Lord Doom said, "Did I hear roach saber?"
Now him, I'll give the roach saber a bullet because he's actually an important character.
Roach blade. When you hit somebody with it, it puts roaches in their robot. With Magna rifles.
I don't think he can use anything. Oh, you can?
Huh.
Oh, Tyson, let me just shoot you with this shotgun, bro. So anyway, I started blasting hyper beam cannon. The weapon breaker.
Ludwig says that would be a nightmare weapon for me to fight against. About the roach thing. Then it says something that's garbage. Why would someone create such a thing?
Like a roach sword. You hit somebody, it puts roaches in them.
No, he's not really. He's.
Is
feel
that
like
one
hyper-
weapon says energy taker? Is that a sword or is it just
It
like
says
you just
weapon
drain
breaker. I'm guessing that's more of a.
like a skill or something?
I guess that's more of an alt dice thing.
Uh,
You know what? I'll give him the weapon breaker. And then as for this, well, Katina, you didn't blow up, so you saved me money for once.
Yeah, no, that was a good sorting we had there.
Yeah. Try to see if I can up people's units and stuff. Where's Gigan Scudo? Yeah, get that armor up. You need 1 HP and she needs 1 of everything. Where's Russell? Where's MVP? Yeah. Woo! MVP! Actually, you can also use EN because... I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll see.
It works. I think that's good.
yeah.
Now, where's Russell again? Let me give him a repair kit. Yeah. Who else should have a repair kit? Katina? Oh, she already has one. Bullet? Yeah, he have one. Okay, there you go. I don't think... Skillium. Dust proofer. Well, we're in space. Water jet, we're in space. Solar panel. Restores 10% of max energy. I don't know if him or Gigan Scudo.
That's good to have if when you're using anyone that absorbs they use a lot of EM. So like
Scudo.
Ian Scudo, or like when we get like sidebars and stuff like that later on, because like he required.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty sure we'll get to like the beginning of this fight and then that's it.
I don't think you need to start because like there's probably gonna be some dialogue and stuff like that. So
that's what I'm saying. Cause of dialogue. So they're trying to see. Sounds like the enemy's winning back on Earth.
yeah, because now we're gone. Now we're gone from Earth. Now they've just been like.
They just go wherever you're not at. He's over there. Let's go attack this stuff over here. That dude just looks like a old Gato.
He does. Older, like nicer Gato. And Master Asia too. Same.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
The mustache. He's like, I gotta hope she gets strong. Oh, Captain Lafina, you're better than what's her face from the Desco.
I mean, she's cuter. It should be Art of Lafina, you know, but no.
No, I saw like I made a wallpaper of Lafina, and the wallpaper I made was basically all the art I could find of her.
Oh, really?
Like,
Not surprising.
which is sad to be. I'm like, really? I thought she.
Japan is afraid of strong women. That's the thing.
know what's funny is Wild Arms has that same thing where if something shows up in green, you can push square to see like the term explained.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like more information.
Yep.
Just exact. Lord, dude, we just need Sanger. We just need Sanger art of him doing cool stuff.
And we don't even need art. We just play the games. And the game he's in, we just. I mean, he was even part of the spin-off game. Frontier Saga?
That's all this series is now. It's just a Sanger show, co-starring Russell. That's just. I just.
It's like good cop, bad cop.
Man, that's
Oh God! I just thought of an idea. If I was good at video editing, using the Miami Vice opening, photoshopping Sanger and Russell's heads on top of tubs and
Yeah.
and
the Sanger and Russell show, but like it's just Sanger doing cool shit and Russell being like, I shouldn't be here.
I can see Sanger like power bombing some dude on a table and Russell just eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Good work. And if it's Sanger and Katina, cool cop, annoying cop. Oi. I don't get canceled.
No. She's only part of the pilot, then she gets killed off and gets replaced by Russell. When he's trying to find her murderer. But then, like, at season 2, they just forget about that plot line.
Remember, Kyosuke likes to bet on the long odds. He's got the devil's luck, as they say. She said, "You're civilians. I can't add. Don't worry. This has my favorite mech in it." Rada just was literally just us if we were in this situation. You're civilians. I can't. Don't worry. This has my favorite mech. All right. It's like, it's. You know what I mean? That's what we would do if we were in like this situation. Don't worry. This has the GPO3 in it. I'm cool. I want to be here. Like.
Oh my god! Is that the Cybuster? Oh my god!
Exactly. The Ryu Ko-O and the Ko-Ryu-O. The Daijengar.
The Daijinko. Vanishing Trooper.
Exactly, Lord Doom. Exactly. That's how we'd be. Don't worry, the full cloth is over there. I'm good. There's an email I'd like you to send for me. He's just send an email for me, all right?
Yeah, they're sending emails that far into the future?
Wait, was her boyfriend?
Hmm.
Wait a minute, I want to see that log. Hold on a second. Whoa. The CEO have a boyfriend? It's just they're not speaking to it. Lieutenant cheated on her. Oh, why would you cheat on her?
Wait, who cheated on who?
Remember from
you'll-
the beginning, the guy with the long blue hair?
Yeah.
That's his girlfriend, Ling.
Really?
And he
I
cheated.
guess you'll have to see who he cheated on her with, I guess, to make that assumption.
Oh, wait, he explains it right there. I skipped too fast. You say he cheated, but all he did was drink tea with a female staff member.
Oh no, she's one of
so
those.
he did.
No.
He didn't even. So it's her.
She's a red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah,
Red flag.
red flag. She thinks it's you cheated on me. Oh Lord, you're one of those.
Red flag.
She has borderline.
Yeah, I think that's even more extreme than borderline. That's like yandere levels of like.
Yeah, that's borderline. I just happen to not be at that level. Thankfully.
Well, dude said she's overreacting. She's one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta hit launch first and then select. It really doesn't matter. I thought it did. That's why I picked different order, but apparently it doesn't matter.
No. Order does not indicate their turn.
When they launch. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm like, oh. Is that all my units?
You have like 9? Well, that do you have a
Didn't
second page?
I? There's no second page.
Okay, well that's all then.
Lord Doom said that's that's advanced borderline masterclass tech. I saw one of this girl who was stalking a girl because she was an ex of her boyfriend on Reddit, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
That's my only
true.
fear. Like I've never been in a relationship, but that's my fear is like that's the girl I'm getting, and
Because I've had it happen to me twice.
and it's,
Where
but
she
what I'm
has worse borderline than I did, and I'm like,
But what I'm
okay.
afraid, what I'm afraid of is that I'm at that point where I'm so desperate, like I would just be okay with it. That's just what I'm afraid of.
So I just got to get there within 7 turns, and time to use the Giga and Scudo to clear the path.
Solve them guys out.
Then we're already at noon, 2 hours.
We are, but we started late.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll give it like another 20 minutes, and then I got to go to the store.
Well, we still also need to show off another character.
Well, with the overtime, I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see. Alright. Let's see how good this revolver acts. Lord Doom said it was a story where a lady broke into her ex's house and attacked him and his new girlfriend while they were sleeping with a knife. It was brutal.
That's straight dope.
Oh, okay. That revolver's great. Well, alright. Shoot.
Like a Pat Labor revolver.
See, I'm gonna use them as a shield for her. The goal is that she has to get all the way over here. Wait, is that excellent? Oh, she doesn't want to be far. Close. It's a good thing I can spin this around. I just realized. Oh, wait, can I?
you
The
should.
map thing? Yeah.
That's as much as I can spin. Oh, there we go, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, it should have 360 at 90 degrees intervals.
Him and Gigan Scudo are gonna be my shields for her. I'm revolver staking ya. Woof! The Lord Doom said about the comments on that story.
Oh, yeah. I said, she didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to shank somebody up while they're
Exactly.
asleep.
I'm pretty sure.
I remember that there was this girl who stabbed her fucking boyfriend, like killed. He survived, but there were fucking people who were like, "Oh, I wish that was my girl."
What?
I'm like, no,
Alright.
she's too cute. Like, it's the same people who like remember the Unabomber?
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. People be like, no, he's too cute to be one. Like girls would literally like be like, oh no, he can't be a bad person. He's
oh,
hot.
yeah. Boston Marathon bomber. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because like people are weird with that. Like, oh no, the person is, is hot. No, they can't be that bad.
You just can't. Alright.
People are weird, and especially with the internet.
Oh, yeah. Glory to the UCC. What about the Divine Crusaders? Alright. Yeah, there you go. See, they're attacking the Giga and Scudo. Perfect. Matter of fact, I'll just turn off animation for this so I can go. Woo! It's a whoosh.
Yeah, it just
Miss-
goes like.
Whoosh. Lord Doom said, "Men and women do that. Someone's attractive, we tend to give them the benefit of the doubt to a higher degree than others. Yep, for some
Yeah.
reason. It's just like, yeah, why not?
Then somebody gets shanked up or blown up.
I do the map attack.
Sometimes you don't always have to be attractive, like because you have also these women who also go with the mentality, I can change him.
Yeah,
Like you have criminal, like
I
some
saw
people,
that. Simpsons made fun of that.
because you have
He's
criminals.
bad, but I can change you.
Yeah, because like you have criminals who actually get like love letters, be like, I love that, even though you blow up a fucking hospital and stabbed a baby on live TV, but like I can change you.
Not even wrong.
Oh, I know that,
Where
but
is
like
it?
it's
It's
still
all
like
over there.
weird.
That's why you had to take like the Steve Austin approach. Don't trust anybody.
Yep. There's some people I know that hate when I say that.
Oh yeah.
Don't trust anybody. Well, no, I'm offended. I'm like, why? Because you're untrustworthy? Yes, I am.
Hey. Let's say, how do you think Stone Cold won 3 Royal Rumbles?
Yeah. Being Royal Rumble, that's
Because he was a
tomorrow.
Shonen Pro Tag.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh.
I didn't even know that either. I was like, wait a minute, what? And the thing is, I have Peacock, but it's like,
Yeah.
like I don't really use it.
They were saying that Peacock lost like $400-something million
Yeah,
because of that
Yep.
Peacock.
Like $2 billion, actually.
Yeah,
a lot,
it was like
a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah, a lot, a big number.
A very big number, yeah, exactly. Lord Doom said they think, well, of course he'll change for me. I'm awesome. Yep. Oh, what? So I still got to do that, even though, okay. And explode.
The math Lord says the math works out too. I'd rather be with a guy that's attractive because I can change his personality, but I can't make a guy I'm attracted to not attracted to attractive.
Apparently, yep.
I mean, if it's that shallow, then I mean,
That's Tinder. Welcome to Tinder.
Yeah.
the fuck is Tinder?
Dating app.
Isn't it like
I know.
a, yeah,
it's just
I was
that
about to say
I don't use that.
Hey, how much you want to bet I actually finish this? Lord Doom, you're right. No, you are 100% right. That's any dating app, actually. That's 100% true, actually. Slash report. Oh, I'm gonna have to make the Al Tyson the new wall because Scudo was gonna be over there. Alright, Lafina, get over here, Lafina. Does she not have Excel?
No.
Neither of them. Oy. No, why would I have that? For times like this?
What do I need?
When you need a skedaddle? Lord Doom, you're right. Yeah, it's just for a hookup, not for actual relationships. Which is funny. Something you'll see plenty of profiles. I'm not here to hook up. You're here for sex. Get out of here. Like, and it was funny. It's a lot of those. Like, that's what the app was made for, though. Like,
Yeah, then they wonder where they get no hits and be like, what the hell?
yep. Oh my god. Okay, how am I supposed to? They're literally blocking the thing.
The little exit, yeah. Blocking the doorway.
Girl, you better hit. There you go. Oh, critical. Oi. Good thing it's a big old ship. Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. They won't even. Yep. They're not even there for any of that. They just wanna, as a confidence booster. Yep. What Lord Doom said.
No.
Look how many guys think that I'm hot.
Look how many guys think that I'm gonna put out.
Like, doesn't matter doesn't matter how good of a message you send, they're not gonna respond. That was never their intent. How we're supposed to reach it, lady?
By making a wall. Or we're breaking the wall.
Oh, she actually got hit. Excellent. It's supposed to be excellent.
I wonder if that's like just the game saying, no, we got to make this a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always gonna be some that are just like
Yeah.
annoying to run.
Like, he's steamrolling us. We got to slow that down.
Yeah, exactly. What Lord Doom just said, read that, Alex?
Room said, but here's the thing: attracting someone for some fun and attracting someone for a relationship are not the same thing. And a lot of people, women especially, are just learning that now. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know.
That's right, though. What's luck do? Ooh, there you go.
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
you
that's
should have
only-
got money. You get double the money when you get them.
Huh.
So basically, if you know you got a sure kill,
Use the luck.
yeah.
Oi!
Huh.
There is a space in between. You can probably get the ship squeezed between them.
You just have to get like one character in
Oh,
there,
the
right?
hook bind!
Y'all.
Miss Browning would never approve such impropriety. You're not helping. I'm very flexible. Oh wait, okay. Stop trying to be a waifu right now. Because Bullet is a new type, basically.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
okay. Huh.
Well, he learned now that he's a new type. He's just like, I'm a new type. I just unlocked this character trait. New type.
She's contending for best girl, I see. Yeah. Let's shoot one of these so that way she can actually. Oh, I forgot to turn the animation on. Whoops.
But I think you have a space that you can get in between, because you see,
I'm hoping.
as long as they don't move, which they're gonna do because it's AI.
Well, at least having the thing off for this helps. When it's just the enemy just attacking. Okay, now there's space, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's that one
There was
at the end.
there was between the two that came in and the other three yellow ones. There was space between there, so. So I think the ship was going to hit that now instantly.
Making sure he just hits everything like I am. I'm making sure. Lord Doom said all it took for the film was getting into a mech with a girl. Yep,
時間でぶちかましてやる
Bullet Man. Bullet be lucky, man. You see in part 2? And later,
Yeah,
who he gets with?
yeah.
That's a waifu for a lot of people right there. And people like, what? Oh, thank God that Gigan Scudo murked it.
Did like
Wow.
a body splash on it. Body splash.
Oh, that's so dumb! She's right there! Get it?
I mean, wait, go back before you do anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
you could
one
have done it
block
on the
FD.
other edge. She would have reached there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
that's fine. You get 2 more turns.
Did like a burning finger to him.
yeah, the revolver stake. Yep.
Was that E mode stand for like excellent mode?
She makes up a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, it
Alright.
was just like
She-
But I'm assuming it means energy, and B is
Oh,
for bullet.
okay.
Yeah.
Or ballistic. Because the E mode shoots energy beams and the B mode shoots an actual bullet.
Oh, actual. Huh. Bullet.
But she likes to say some weird stuff, but like that's what makes her endearing.
Let's see how this actually looks now that I have the animation on. Hookbind, woo!
Then later on, he gets an even
Oh,
cooler bot.
Hookbind, okay. That's cool. That's like those things in GBO2 where they, on the space map, where they grab that and just start, look at this
Yeah.
penis attack. Woo!
Well, apparently, Lord Doom has a bad anime to watch after this.
Oh boy,
I don't know. But...
there's plenty.
That suit looks kind of cool.
Basically a Gundam, like.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
what I
Sunrise
very-
even said that, like, Sunrise gave their permission to use it, but for some reason the anime was like, no,
Don't you do it? Better not be put in
they had
there.
to change the name or something like that.
Or they like darkened it out where you couldn't tell like
They gave it sunglasses and called it an X-Spine.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to this then,
Hmm.
Lord Doom. Mega beam rifle.
I'll tell you guys about this just after I watched the first episode. If it's not bad, so I'm preparing myself for that is.
Tina's all over here because she smells.
So expect a message about poison in anime form if this goes badly.
Don't worry, we can finally see Heavy Claymore, and then you can go on your merry way. I forgot to turn on animation. So I know why I said what I said. You made it. All right, right on time. Look at that.
That's all you.
That's crazy.
Perfect.
EOT, that's that alien super technology stuff. Black hole engine. A black hole engine. No, that's an ominous name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now she's all of a sudden like talking serious and giving exposition. Oh yeah, sure. Her of all. Oh, they called it Hukebine the Vanishing Trooper. Because of that. I'll take it. No, you suck.
Maybe she will get in there and it will vanish and you won't have to deal with her anymore.
Ooh. Just no, Katina. Exactly. Well, alright, what you want to plug? I'll save and it gotta remind me to power up.
I don't really have anything to plug, as we already know.
Hopefully next time I can show that video.
Yeah.
Only because I gotta also go out
Mm-hmm.
and then come back and do work. What about you, Star Show? What you gotta plug?
I have a Twitch channel. It's a Star Child 8883. And sometimes I stream on there. I've been trying to decide like a schedule and a game. And I'll update that when I figure it out. And I also have like all my links to my YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that on there. And I think that's it.
All right. And as for me, as you know already, if you're here for a long time, but if you're new, I stream Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern right here. Tuesdays is Tekken for a few more weeks, like 2 more weeks.
Yes.
And Fridays is Super Robot Wars, with every 4th episode being a fighting game. Although the Friday where we do KOF stuff, instead of when KOF comes out, we're playing that all week. Okay, just
Yeah, but it will line in anyway, because that's gonna be the Friday where we do another game.
yeah. But
So,
what I'm gonna do is
double KOF week.
double KOF week, and I might do Super Street Fighter Alpha 3 just to,
Yeah.
people want to see that too. I don't know.
I mean,
But yeah.
I want to play it because it's been a while.
And later on tonight is twitch.tv/Hero Club 4 Life. That's the number 4. They're playing Star Wars TIE Fighter. And tomorrow, twitch.tv/The Geek Fighters, we'll be playing more Suikoden 2, that is. And thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you later. Anything else? I guess just leave me.
That's pretty much it.
I'll just stop stream here.